Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you two articles below in the description. Washington Post, prosecutor in Trump criminal probe convenes grand jury to hear evidence, weigh potential charges. New York, this is today. Manhattan's district attorney has convened the grand jury that is expected to decide whether to indict former President Donald Trump, other executives at his company, or the business itself, should prosecutors present the panel with criminal charges. What do you think the chances are that they want retribution? What do you think the chances are that they want to railroad Trump and knock him out of 2024? What do you think the possibility is that they just want something, even if he defeats the allegations, the criminal charges in court? There are two reasons why they would be going after President Trump now, with a Mueller probe prior, a Crossfire hurricane before that, his investigating Trump's taxes now, and possible issues with insurance and banks. And what are the two reasons, ladies and gentlemen? What are the two reasons? Hit subscribe to this channel and also H.A. Goodman's other channel. I have a segment right after this one. It's in the pinned comment. Get that going. H.A. Goodman's other channel. Tell your friends about this channel and H.A. Goodman's other channel. The link is below in the pinned comment. What are the two reasons, ladies and gentlemen? One is the rule of law. They truly believe that it benefits society because Trump and his rampant criminality that was never reported on the past 40 years in public life, Trump and his orange, rampant, despicable decision-making for 40 years, where banks were going out of business and land deals fell under. Oh, that's Whitewater. And there were break-ins into buildings. Oh, that's Watergate. And then, him and his private servers as a government official. Oh, that's Clinton. They truly care about the rule of law because the evidence was so profound that they had a hunch they needed his tax returns for the past 4 years. They didn't even have any direct evidence that he committed a crime, but they knew something existed, don't you understand? So they obtained his tax returns even though the IRS never informed anyone. The IRS had his tax returns for over 4 years, 5 years. But you better believe that one option or one reason that they would be going after President Trump is the rule of law. One reason. Obviously, this is a rhetorical question. Do you think that they truly care about the rule of law? Do you think that Deutsche Bank would have given Trump $2 billion in decades of lending to him? Do you think he would have gotten a bank loan right now? Right now? Do you think that they really care? Do you think that they really care about simply upholding laws in the same manner with Trump as they do with Democrats? So they could not find anything with Madam Secretary's foundation. They could not find anything. 500 conflicts of interest. 10 billion raised for the people of Haiti. Less than 3% given of the money. And millions from Uranium One that was eventually purchased by Putin. And so the money trail to shady associates of the Kremlin leads to not Trump, other people in another political party. Then you have UBS talking about taxes. Then you have a whole lot of other endless pay-to-play schemes. Or you have the president's son's emails, where it's one email just right there with the New York Post. It's verbatim. Not verbatim. It's basically, how can you use your influence on behalf of the company? I believe that's what the. So, do you think they're doing this to uphold the rule of law? No, it is political in nature. Almost certainly. I'm willing to say certainly. They don't go after their political side in the same manner they go after Trump. Why? Because they have a virtual monopoly on political thought, media coverage, and they have loyalists after 8 years of President Obama and then 8 years of Bush prior to President Obama. There's a reason that the Bush Republicans and the Lincoln Project and Bill Kristol and others who pushed for never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts, which Trump wanted to get us out of and actually did in Afghanistan, and Biden's keeping us there longer. I mean, that's one of the biggest issues here. But they want him out. They don't like his personality. They think that he's an affront to their definition of democracy. They've fabricated in their minds he worked with Russia. Still, they will never, ever accept the fact that it never happened. They will always hold on to that tinfoil hat fantasy that Trump might have worked with Russia. They will always hold on to that. But I want to read you this. Here, Manhattan's district attorney has convened the grand jury that is expected to decide whether to indict former President Donald Trump, other executives at his company, or the business itself, should prosecutors present the panel with criminal charges. Gee, what do you think the chances are that prosecutors will present the panel with criminal charges? The panel was convened recently and will sit 3 days a week for 6 months. Okay. It's likely to hear several matters, not just the Trump case, during the duration of its term, which is longer than a traditional New York State grand jury assignment. So, 3 days a week for 6 months. Even if they end up charging the CFO or anyone around Trump, they already got, it's happening, possible criminal charges. The grand jury's looking for 6 months. So they got 6 months worth of media coverage on this. I mean, and other issues too. Eric Swalwell sued Trump today. This is hilarious. Eric Swalwell, who allegedly had a romantic relationship with a foreign operative. But again, the endless quagmire of political scandals on the left it's hilarious. You have the president's son leaving a laptop at a computer repair store just in a drunken stupor. You have a California Democrat just, falling in love, allegedly, with literally a foreign operative working for another country. Gee, and then he's privy to classified data. Gee, what do you think the chances are that perhaps classified data was got in the wrong hands, either through pillow talk or whatever? But you have this situation here where, and they might come to a conclusion prior to 6 months. The move indicates that District Attorney Cyrus Vance's investigation of the former president and his business has reached an advanced stage after more than 2 years. After more than 2 years, they investigate their direct political rivals. They have virtually universal favorable media coverage. Nobody, from Jimmy Kimmel, now everything's politicized now. Now you have people who truly believe he's a criminal. Say, they already said that he was ripping apart the Constitution. This is when we had record low unemployment. They'll believe anything. If you don't like Trump, you're just going to believe anything. You're going to suspend any logic. You'll believe anything intelligence agencies say. You'll believe anything. You'll just say, he's a criminal. And they make the allegation that's baseless, and then they get either media with the Steele dossier or the Southern District of New York to just bolster the baseless claim. So it suggests, too, that Vance believes he has found evidence of a crime, if not by Trump, then by someone potentially close to him or by his company. And it's the same thing over again. They might indict somebody close to him, and then it's the flip and sing, and they just want, look, they have 2 years, they have a year and a half or so before the midterms, and then 3.5 or so years until 2024. They don't realize that Trump is the Obi-Wan Kenobi of American politics. They're going to go after him. They're going to indict people around him, possibly Trump. I think that they're going to indict President Trump. Just because they want retribution, complete retribution. It will definitely be this boomerang that hits them in the head because it's going to backfire. Give me your thoughts below. It'll only make him stronger in terms of, hey, they're utilizing state, local authorities, the United States government against me once again. It's purely political. And that's not the rule of law. That actually imperils democracy. That and leaning alongside intelligence operatives. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Thank you.